Hey everybody, how are you? Do me a favor before we get started, hit that like button. If you're not a subscriber, hit the subscribe button and notification bell next to it so that you won't miss an episode. So we're going to talk about what Trump is doing as far as the credit card system and how this could affect your credit score. So to start on the positive note, there are talks of putting a cap on credit card interest rates. Talks of putting a cap on credit card interest rates. So we will see. As you know, interest rates are sky high. This is how they make their money, right? So when it comes to credit cards, the credit utilization, uh, how it connects to your credit score. They are looking at a lot of things, but one of the major things they're looking at is how much money is on your credit card. So for your score to be good, it should be less than 30%. However, for it to be great, it should be 1% utilization. So having that goal of a 1% utilization is great if your attempt is to increase that credit score. But as far as changes, cap on credit card interest rates, right? And that's how they make their money. And you keep more money in your pocket by getting into the habit of paying off that credit card every month. Does anyone have that habit? Paying off the credit card every month? So this may be new for some people, for other people it's not new. However, as you know, they are taking a picture every month at that closing date. So it's not the statement date, it's a closing date. They take a picture every month and you can call and find out what is the closing date for your credit card. That's when they take the picture and they're sending it off to the 3 different bureaus. So having it paid down to 1%, a little bit before that closing date, will give you the best credit score. However, what Trump is doing, or their talks of doing, is cap on credit card interest rates, which is a good thing. All right, next in the pipeline, eliminating the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. So the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, they protect the public against fraud, against con artists. And so they are eliminating the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. Keyword, protection. So, for example, um, I knew someone who paid a credit card agency to clean up their credit and so that they can have their score boosted. And then they got a check in the mail from the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau for $800 because this company that claimed to be helping them raise their credit was actually not doing much for them. So, elimination of the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. So, how could that possibly affect the credit score? Well, you'll have less watchdogs out here. You'll have less agencies that are um, protecting you against all of these con artists and cybersecurity hacks, have you, or whatever, because the plan is to eliminate it. Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. Now, they deal with medical debt. So, right now, when you have medical debt, that does not go on your credit report. So, we're going to see, since the two are connected, Consumer Financial Protection Bureau and medical debt, and this agency is being eliminated, we're going to see if you're still protected as far as having medical debt. So right now, medical debt is not on the credit report. Does not go on the credit report. However, we may see some changes with that. So we will see. As far as medical debt goes, if you have a lot of hospital bills, maybe current or in the past, it's a good idea to go ahead and get on a payment plan. Right now, you're not penalized if you don't pay them. But if that changes, it's a good idea to go on the payment plan. It's a good idea to do that anyway. And you can pay small amounts, whatever is affordable to you. That is a way to handle the medical debt besides just ignoring it. Right now, you're not punished. It doesn't go in the credit report, but that may change. He has 4 more years left. So we'll see. We'll see the impact of the elimination of the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. Lastly, if you finance things through companies like Affirm, for example, in the past, that did not report to your credit report. However, with the change, it will be reported on your credit report. So just kind of be aware when you start financing things. Is it going to go on the credit report or not? So usually when you apply for a loan, they will pull um, a hard pull, what is called a hard pull. And so companies like Affirm, in the past, there was no hard pull. But the change is that now it will be reported on the credit report. So just kind of be aware if you are borrowing money from anyone, if you're financing anything, um, how that could affect your credit score. And so generally when it comes to hard pulls, it's a good idea to do a maximum of 5 and no more than that. And you have like a 30-day window and it counts as 1 instead of 5. So be cognizant of the window, especially if you're looking for loans for housing or for a car or any other reason. So be cognizant of the time frame in which you do it. So you can do 5 within 30 days and it will count as 1. However, say for example, you are working more slowly and you're going to do 5, but say for example, you're doing 1 a month. So that's going to count as 5, which is really going to tank your credit score. So just taking out loans, applying for loans, letting people pull your credit, that really tanks your credit score. And so now companies like Affirm will be reported on your credit report. And that is one of the changes. So just to recap, cap on credit card interest rates, maybe in the pipeline, elimination of Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, less protection out here, medical debt, we're going to see if that's going to go on your credit report now or not. Right now, the answer is no, it doesn't go on there. So we're going to see if that changes. And then lastly, financing through Affirm as reported on your credit report. All right. So those are some of the changes. Do me a favor, if you like the channel, I need for you to hit this like button. If you're not a subscriber, I need for you to hit the subscribe button and notification bell next to it so that you will not miss an episode. If you're interested in buying property, check out this list below. Join the wait list for the real estate group. And men, check out this hat collection. So interesting thing about this hat collection. Um, I think I'll keep that comment to myself. So have a good day, everyone, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.